to hear. Drink a good deal of it, make a good meal of it, stick to your old-fashioned beer. Now don't be afraid of it, drink till you're made of it. Now all together a cheer.
Good evening, good morning, or whatever time you're watching this. It's me, Mark McDermott, your Beeronaut, ready with another one-take beer review, and I'm going to do a repeat of a beer that I had already reviewed a couple of years ago. Back in 2011, I was able to secure a bottle of Kentucky Breakfast Stout from Founders Brewing Company of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Enjoyed it and did a video of it that I'll probably try to get a link to here. Well, this year, because I guess I'm just such a great beer blogger, Founders offered to send me a bottle of the 2017 Kentucky Breakfast Stout in time, and that's why I can't stash it to this time around. I am going to have to try to finish it and do a little review of it in time for its debut weekend in the Chicago area and other markets this March 31st and April 1st. So, well, let's get to it. The Kentucky Breakfast Stout is one of the most sought-after beers in our area. It's a stout ale aged in oak bourbon barrels. Claims it's good for everything a stout ought to be good for. And, this is 11.2% alcohol, but, oh, this is the bottle I had in 2011. This is the bottle that they sent to me today. I am not going to finish this all the way through, so don't worry about me. It's an ale brewed with chocolate and coffee and aged in oak bourbon barrels, and now they even have a little Barrel Age Series logo here on the bottle because they're doing more than one these days. So let's just get right to it while there's still batteries in the camera. Like to save the caps because this will, well, I'm going to have to just put one of these little stoppers on it and enjoy more of it later on. But this is how it pours, and well, this is not going to kick up much of a head, I think, so I don't have to tilt it too much. In fact, we want to kick up some of that. That is a very dark brownish head. Usually a stout will kick up a bit of a tan head, and this is even much darker than you would normally see in most stouts, even imperial stouts. And it has a very immediate bourbon barrel smell, and there is a note of coffee and chocolate to it right at the top. And of course, I would just like to hold this out for a little while, and so everyone can get a good look at this stuff. I have no idea how much this is going to cost. This little thing was like $6.50 at my local beer emporium in 2011, so goodness knows. But of course it's going to be on tap as well at many locations throughout the area if you'll just check Beeronaut.com. It's one of those beers where just sipping on the foam is a pleasure. Yes, a very nice bourbon taste to it. It comes across with just a little bit of light roast coffee and some unsweetened chocolate notes. There is still some sweetness to it, but it's a very complex character, so it kind of the parts of it are still malty, while the coffee and the cocoa kind of help dry it out a little bit. Kind of like the legs on this head here, and it still looks a little bit like a soda pop cola head. But yes, it is going to be very nice to have fresh. I'm trying to get more of my big beers drunken while fresh, and I'm not going to succeed too well on that. But this is definitely going to be a good vintage, I think, for the Kentucky Breakfast Stout. And of course, I'm not saying it because they sent me a free bottle. I liked it even before they did that. And it is going to be on tap and in stores all around the Chicago area on March 31st, April 1st, and very likely in whatever area you're in. If you're getting Founders, well, they've been expanding their brewing capacity, so there just may be more of these around. And I definitely say go out and enjoy yourself a snifter or a bottle of Kentucky Breakfast Stout from Founders Brewing Company of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Now don't